Now we pass on to the third question. Consider the reaction for NO2 plus O2 gives rise to 2N2O5 formation of nitrogen pentoxide. Here, change in enthalpy of the reaction is minus 111 kilojoules. If N2O5 solid is formed, instead of forming that is N2O5 nitrogen pentoxide gas in the above reaction, the change in enthalpy of the reaction value will be here they give, that is change in enthalpy of sublimation for N2O5 if we have taken that as solid, that will gives rise to the 54 kilojoules per mole. We need to say instead of coming N2O5 nitrogen pentoxide as a gas, if it will come solid, what will be the change in enthalpy of the reaction? Here they give the different kinds of answer. Out of 4 answer, 1 is the correct, we need to find out it. So take the equation, that is first one, 4NO2 that is gas oxidizes to form nitrogen pentoxide of 2 molecule, 2N2O5 that is gas. Now I'll take that is 2N2O5 of that gas to form that is solid formation, because there is a happening of sublimation reaction. N2O5 gives rise to 2N2O5 of that is solid. Here they gave that is change in enthalpy of the first reaction, that is delta or H is equals to minus 111 kilojoules. For the second one, they are mentioning here change in enthalpy of sublimation for N2O5, that's is equals to 54 kilojoules per mole. That is 54 kilojoules per mole. We can write that is delta SH delta HS sublimation, that is equals to 54. So this has to be minus n because there is a releasing amount of energy, minus 54 kilojoules per mole. But if you see the equation, so here we can take that is a 2 common factor, means we need to multiply that is by, see here they gave only the value for N2O5, I need to write for 2N2O5, therefore this will need to multiply by 2. Therefore what is the value now? It will become 108 minus 108 kilojoules per mole, it will become kilojoules per mole it will becomes. Now just add that is both equations. Now we will add both equations here, both equations. Here N2O5 gas get cancelled. Therefore what is the total equation now? 4NO2 gas, that is O2 gas gives rise to 2N2O5 that is solid. So now we need to say that is change in enthalpy of this reaction, means delta or H is equals to, we need to add both the equation because we are added both equation to get this equation. So therefore we need to add the change in enthalpy of two reactions. So this is minus 111, this is minus 108, this should be minus 108. If we add both the value, we'll get an answer that is minus 219 kilojoules of energy. So therefore, which is the right answer, that is D, minus 219 kilojoules of energy, that is value of delta OH. Now we'll pass on to the fourth question. The heat of formation for CO2, H2O and CH4 are minus 400 kilojoules per mole, minus 280 kilojoules per mole and minus 70 kilojoules per mole respectively. The heat of combustion of methane CH4 in kilojoules per mole, we need to find that. So first one A 890 kilojoules per mole, minus 160 kilojoules per mole, then C minus 890 kilojoules per mole and D minus 90 kilojoules per mole. See here we need to find the value, that is heat of combustion of methane. So therefore I need to write the reaction first, okay, to say that. See here CH4 oxidizes to form the compound that is CO2 plus H2O, alright, CO2 plus H2O. Here we can take these are all reactants and reactant, and these to be considered as a product. This to be considered as a product. Here everything they gave you, carbon dioxide is the gas, and there is a formation of this is liquid, and methane is the gas, and this also should be gas. Now we need to find that is what is that change in enthalpy of the reaction. So that is change in enthalpy of reaction R is equals to summation of change in enthalpy of formation of products minus summation of change in enthalpy of formation of reactants. So this is the formula to find out that is a change in enthalpy of reaction. So that's is equals to, if we'll apply for this equation and as wrote that is above equation, what it will becomes. So change in enthalpy of that is these to be reactants and these to be product. First I need to write that is product. So what is the change in enthalpy of that is carbon dioxide they give, that is minus 400 kilojoules per mole. I need to write that is minus 400 kilojoules per mole, minus 400 kilojoules per mole plus or see here change in enthalpy of formation of the single molecule. Single molecule need to be considered as a zero. Single molecule always need to be considered as a zero. So therefore for O2 what it will become? So that will becomes what? Zero. If we are taken that is O2 is equals to 0. So here we are writing about the for products, change in enthalpy of formation of product. For CO2 they give here minus 400 kilojoules per mole. Then for water they give that is minus 280 kilojoules per mole. Therefore it will become plus into minus it will become 280 kilojoules per mole. Just look towards that is equation. CH4 plus O2 gives rise to CO2 plus H2. We need to balance the equation. We didn't balance it yet. There is a one carbon, hydrogen is 4 here. There is only 2 hydrogen because I need to write that is by multiplying by 2 H2, 2 2s are 4 and 4 hydrogen. What about oxygen now here? There is a O2 is there, here 2 plus 2. Now 4 oxygen is there, therefore I need to write that is 2 O2 here. It's balanced. Then we need to, so therefore we need to multiply this value by that is by 2. That is by 2 minus of come to the now reactant side. Change in enthalpy of that is for change in enthalpy of formation of that is reactant of that is methane. How much they give that is minus 70. So now minus that will become minus of minus 70, and this is no need to say the change in enthalpy of formation of that is single molecule O2 Cl2 H2 as like this. This all will becomes 0. So therefore so this is minus 70 and plus 0. Now we need to add the total value, that is minus 400 minus 280. 282s are 400, then 160, it will become 560 it will comes. So minus 560, and this will become minus into minus plus 70 plus 0 it will becomes. Therefore we will subtract the 70 from here, it will become 490. 400 and 490, it will becomes 890. So that value it will becomes minus 890 kilojoules per mole. Kilojoules per mole. Therefore which is the right answer? That is minus 890 kilojoules per mole of energy does it require to convert that is methane gas. Now we'll pass on to the fifth question. Delta H for the given reaction, that is C plus 2H2 gives rise to formation of methane gas. Here they are taking the is carbon allotropy, that is graphite, at 298 Kelvin and 1 atmospheric pressure. The delta H value that is minus 17,900 calorie. Delta E for the above conversion would be, we need to find the value of that is delta E. Here they get that is different kinds of answer of that is A, B, C, D. We need to take that as the right answer here. Here they gave the value of delta H. They are asking you to find the value of delta E. Means we need to know the relation between the delta H and delta E. There is some relation. Delta H is equals to delta E plus delta Ng into, or I'll say what is that, Ng. So here Ng we can say that is number of moles of gaseous products minus number of moles of gaseous reactant. We can write here Ng is equals to number of moles of gaseous products minus number of moles of gaseous reactants. Therefore, number of moles of gaseous product. How much of your number of moles of gaseous product? Here nothing means there is a 1. You can write that is 1 minus number of moles of gaseous reactants. How many number of moles of gaseous reactants here? 2. So there is a 2, 1 and 2. Therefore, we can write that is 1 minus 2. That is equals to what? Minus 1. Here there is only one product. Here there is a 2 reactant. Therefore, it will become 1 minus 2 is equals to minus 1. Then now delta H is equals to delta E. We have to find out delta Ng. Delta Ng is minus 1 value. So therefore, minus 1 into. So here they are expressing the answer in terms of calorie. Therefore, we need to mention the value of that is or in terms of calorie. We know that is universal gas constant in terms of calorie is 2 into temperature. See how much they get, that is temperature 298 Kelvin. 298 Kelvin. So they was gave the value that is delta H also, that is minus 17,900 is equals to delta E minus 2 into 298, that will become 596. It will comes 596. Now what will be the delta E value? Now delta E is equals to minus 17,900 plus 596. It will becomes. You will subtract that is 596 from minus 17,900. We'll get that is remaining value minus, we need to write that is in minus value, minus 17304 minus 17304 calorie of that is heat get releases. Delta is equals to minus 17304, that is calorie only. Therefore, which is the right answer here? That is D. Minus 17304 calorie amount of heat does it require to form this condition. Now we'll go to the 6th question. A monoatomic ideal gas undergoes a process in which the ratio of pressure and volume at any instant is constant and also equals to that is 1. What is the molar heat capacity of the gas? They gave you 4 answers. 4R by 2, 3R by 2 and 5R by 2. We need to say the right answer and also one more answer, that is 0. We need to find out here the molar heat capacity of the gas. Here molar heat capacity that you can be considered as a C, capital C of the gas is equals to Cv plus R divided by 1 minus gamma. So this is the formula to find out that is molar heat capacity. So now we need to find the value of that is gamma. Already we know that the gamma is equals to Cp divided by Cv. The ratio of Cp to Cv, you can say that is the value of that is gamma. Now if you are taken that is here they are saying that a monoatomic ideal gas undergoes the process in which the ratio of P and V at any instant is constant, and also we know that one more condition, that is PV to the power of gamma is equals to constant, but in problem they are saying that ratio of pressure and volume means P by V is equals to constant, and also that is equals to 1. Therefore, we can write that is PV, if it comes to the numerator, it will become PV to the power of minus 1, that is equals to 1 it will comes. Here we was wrote that is PV to the power of gamma is equals to constant. Here we was wrote that is PV to the power of minus 1 is equals to 1, or you can write that is constant. Therefore, we can write the value of that is gamma is equals to what? Minus 1. Now come to the main concept, that is molar heat capacity. C is equals to CV. So CV in terms of R we can write that is 3 by 2 R it will becomes in terms of R. Plus R divided by 1 minus gamma is minus 1 of minus 1 it will comes. Therefore now 3 by 2 or you can write that is 3R by 2 plus R divided by 2 it will becomes minus into minus plus 1 is 2. Therefore we can write that is 4R divided by 2, or you can write that is 2R also, but they gave an answer that is 4R divided by 2 only. Therefore which is the right answer? That is A, 4R divided by 2. Seventh question, delta H minus delta U for the formation of carbon monoxide from its element at 298 Kelvin is, we need to say the value that is delta H minus delta U. Here they are saying that is delta H minus delta U, no? So therefore we know that on formula for change in enthalpy in terms of change in internal energy, delta U plus delta Ng into RT. So this is the formula we know. Here we need to say the value that is delta H minus delta U. Therefore delta H minus delta U is equals to delta Ng R into T. So here delta Ng is called as the what? The change in number of moles of that is gaseous reactants and products. Therefore, for delta Ng is equals to number of moles of gaseous products. Number of moles of gaseous products minus number of moles of gaseous reactant. Number of moles of gaseous reactant. Just substitute value. See. To write the value of that is number of moles of gaseous products and reactants, first of all I need to write the equation to form that is carbon monoxide. So write here formation of carbon monoxide. The product is CO carbon monoxide is the gas. To form that I need to oxidize the carbon here. I need to take that is solid carbon plus O2 that is in gaseous state leads to formation of that is carbon monoxide. Means I am burning here carbon. So I need to balance the equation here. There is a 1O here, the 2O, 2O is there here. There is a 1 carbon. Therefore I need to multiply by half. If you multiply by half, it will become single oxygen atom. Here single oxygen atom. So now number of moles of gaseous product is 1 here minus number of moles of gaseous reactant. You should not consider this. This is in solid state. I am representing clearly here. So number of moles of gaseous reactant, that is only half is there. So therefore my 1 minus half is equals to half. Therefore I can write the value of that is delta Ng is half into. See, they are expressing the answer in terms of joules per mole. Therefore I have to write the value of that is gas constant in terms of that is joules per mole only. It will become 8.314 joules per Kelvin per mole into what is the temperature they are mentioning that here 298 Kelvin. 298 Kelvin. Here Kelvin get cancelled. Just multiply that is that becomes 1 by 2 into 8.314 into 298 joules per mole it will becomes. If we will multiply the value of that is 1 by 2 into 8.314 into 298, we will get an answer that is 1238.78 joules per mole. Therefore, which is the right answer here? That is B, 1238.78 joules per mole of that is delta H minus delta U. See, next 8th problem. The HH bond energy is 340 kilojoules per mole and CC bond energy is 240 kilojoules per mole. Change in enthalpy for HCl is minus 90 kilojoule. This HCl bond energy is about, we need to find that is HCl bond energy. They give you 4 answers A, B, C, D. Out of 4 answers we need to say that is right answer. See, first I'll write the equation to form that is HCl. H, instead of writing H2 I'll write that is HH plus Cl gives rise to the formation of HCl. We need to balance the equation. Therefore H2 I can write it as a of H2, then Cl2 I can write it as a of Cl2 also can write. Leads to formation of HCl. there is a change in enthalpy of the formation of HCl. They gave here delta H is equals to minus 90 kilojoules of energy. The releasing energy is minus 90 kilojoules energy. Therefore, the amount of heat evolving or energy releasing minus 90 kilojoules is equals to, see, we need to write that is amount of energy is releasing from that is reaction. Therefore, see here the amount of energy of that is HCl bond energy, the HCl bond energy minus minus, you can write that is HCl bond energy minus. See, this is very simple. We need to write that is the amount of energy is releasing from that is reaction, that is equals to energy of that is product minus reactant. Same thing I am mentioning here. Product is HCl bond energy minus minus bond energy of that is H2. Here there was gave only that is HH bond energy, that is 340 kilojoules per mole. How much of that here? Off into H2. There was gave only that is HH bond energy. Therefore, it will becomes minus 1 by 2 into 340. 340 you can take that is negative sign as a common factor. 1 by 2 into 340 plus 1 by 2 into for Cl2 they are mentioning here 240 kilojoules per mole. 240 kilojoules per mole. Now this is minus 90 kilojoules per mole. This we need to find out, take it as a X. Okay, minus 340 of 34 means that will become 17. That will become 170 plus 240 means that will becomes 120 kilojoules per mole. We need to find the value of X. Just send the value of this value to that side. Therefore, X is equals to 170 plus 120. It will become 90. 290 it becomes. Therefore, X is equals to, this is 170 plus 120, it will become 290. So therefore it should be 290 if the minus sign comes here become positive sign, then it should be minus 90. See here, heat evolved is equals to heat evolved in bond formation minus heat required for bond breaking. So there is a formation of bond formation because we are forming HCl, that is the bond formation, minus there is a breaking of bond to combine, that is H2 and Cl2. Therefore we need to write that is heat required for bond breaking. So here heat evolved only we are mentioning by negative sign. Heat evolved by that is by negative sign. Therefore what I has taken that is minus 90. So this is not heat evolved. Heat evolved will represent by negative sign. So therefore while we are mentioning heat evolved, I should remove that is negative sign. So therefore it will becomes what? Plus 90. Then if it will comes here, it will not minus 90, that will becomes what? Plus 90. I have to write here positive sign. Then 290 plus 90, it will become 380 kilojoules per mole. Therefore, which is the right answer, that is B, 380 kilojoules per mole. Ninth question. 2 mole of an ideal gas expanded isothermally and reversibly from 1 liter to 10 liter at 300 Kelvin. What is the enthalpy change they are asking? Here for ideal gas we can write that is change in enthalpy. Delta H is equals to delta E plus P into delta V. So here they are saying in terms of what that is isothermally 2 mole of an ideal gas expanded isothermally and reversibly from volume 1 liter to 10 liter at 300 Kelvin. So this you can written as in terms of delta H is equals to delta E. In terms of temperature you can write that is delta N R into T. Delta N R into T. delta H is equals to delta E plus, it's not delta N, because there is no changing of number of moles, because they are not mentioning that is equation, any chemical reaction. It should be N into delta R, N into R into delta T, means there is a change in temperature. So therefore delta H is equals to delta E plus N or delta T. Come to the question now. 2 mole of an ideal gas expanded isothermally and reversibly from 1 liter to 10 liter at 300 Kelvin. Means they are mentioning here isothermally and reversibly. What is the condition for isothermally and reversibly? For this condition, we need to take that is delta T is equals to 0 for that condition. If you are isothermally and reversibly, means that is delta T is equals to 0. From question we can say that is delta T is equals to 0. If we have taken delta T is equals to 0, then delta H is equals to delta E, it will becomes. See, there is no change in temperature. There is no change in temperature means there is no heat releasing from the system or absorbing to the system. If there is no changing heat from the system, then what will be the change in internal energy? Of course, that should be is equals to 0, because we are taking that is delta T is equals to 0. There is no change in temperature, means there is no change in internal energy. Therefore, we can represent that is delta E is equals to 0. So if we have taken delta E is equals to 0, then what is the value of delta H? That should be is equals to 0. Because I am mentioning that delta E is equals to 0. Therefore, what is the change in enthalpy change? That is equals to 0. Because they are mentioning the condition isothermally and reversibly. For isothermally and reversibly, delta T should be is equals to 0. See, even they gave the value that is number of moles and volume also. So by knowing this condition, we can decide change in enthalpy of this question that is equals to 0.